So, Jake's had to he has had to wait a whole week between the Empty Child and the Doctor Dances, and has it been as painful as it was for Aliens of London?
No, I've been quite busy.
Yeah,
with life,
true.
So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, haven't had much thought to give to it, but I am really excited now to watch it. Having recalled myself to...
Well, you gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Which is actually surprisingly low for that episode.
Yeah.
Considering how popular it is.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the most popular episodes ever. But still, 8.5 is not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been reading a lot of your comments about the spin-offs. And it seems like most of you are on board, but that some of you aren't, but most of you want us to watch them. So what I want to know is for those of you who don't want us to watch it, I want you to tell us why. I want to know exactly why you don't want to see us do the spin-offs. Yeah. Anything else before we start?
Get some popcorn.
Well, we don't have any, do we?
Well, not me. Or you.
Yeah.
I mean them.
Them. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, cool.
Watch it with us.
The Doctor Dances.
Yep.
Do your ears have special
One of you
powers?
commented last episode that I was wearing mismatching socks. That's some fucking suave right there. I like wearing mismatching socks.
I used to wear mismatching socks because I couldn't be fucked to find them.
Yeah, but also I was doing my washing that day, so that's
Yeah.
kind of why I had mismatching socks.
Yeah.
What? They're like a hive mind.
Like you mentioned in the first episode.
Yeah.
Hive mind.
Really glad that worked. Those would have been terrible last words.
Go to your room!
Time and space.
The Doctor
Surfing
Dances by
with
Stephen Moffat.
Stephen.
Stephen Moffat.
Stephen. And we're going for a little wander.
He's not going to his room, he's sneaking out. Little cunt.
Whoa! You can't call him that. This is YouTube. James Hawes? Is that the same guy as last time?
Yeah.
Hawes.
Oh, there's the fat ones.
Is she holding a teapot?
Get in the shed!
Get in, I'll pour you! I'll pour it on you, I swear!
Jack's got a sonic blaster. It's bigger than the Doctor's screwdriver.
Nice.
Sonic blaster. That's dragon glass.
What?
It was broken glass. It's dragon glass.
Random
I seen it, Gilly. I killed a White Walker. Spoilers.
The police are on the way. I pay for the food on this table. The sweat on my brow, that food is. The sweat on my brow. Anything else you like?
What's about with Mr. Averstock, the butcher? Well, she's not, is she? You are. Wine cutters, torch, food.
That sweat on my brow.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, he's cheating.
Yeah. He's fucking the butcher
Yeah.
for some meat. He's beating the butcher's meat.
They ran out about 30 seconds ago.
I'm here now. Can't you see me?
I sent it to its room. This is its room.
I'm in my room.
Hey. My signal. Going for the door.
Mummy?
So you wanted to be the cool one.
He's
That sound effect.
Oh shit!
Mommy.
Kill the masters.
Yeah.
He's embarrassed. Never had a lot of cabinets to put up.
Yeah. Jack just disappeared.
Whoa. Is he Batman?
On you go. You write a letter to your dad if you want to.
So tedious watching a kid do one letter at a time.
Yeah.
They're not very good guards, are they?
No.
I trust him because he's like you. Except with dating and dancing. What?
Just assume that.
What?
You just assume that I don't dance.
What? You tell me you do dance.
The doctor's jealous.
Around a bit. I think you can.
Does the doctor have a crush?
Do you know what he means by dancing?
Oh, the doctor has a
Yeah.
boogie.
Because obviously they can't actually say, but it's like a metaphor, I guess.
Show me a move.
You don't think I bang? I bang.
Just because I'm 900 years old. Don't you
Still
think-
works great. Need a couple of pills. Viagra. Does the trick. Shibari.
Just some TARDIS Viagra.
You'll find your feet.
Is Captain Jack the villain?
Huh?
Things are pointed towards Captain Jack being the villain.
Villain? I need to see your space junk. It's a very sexual episode. That's
Yeah.
that's typical Stephen Moffat though. He's like a fucking teenager who can't handle it. Like he has to get in like his penis jokes and stuff. Ugh.
Not in here, not with him.
Broken in here. You want to stay.
I don't understand. Not with him.
See the cut on his hand?
Yeah.
Restricted area, Bridges, and search the area. Do you may want to come here alone? Yes, sir.
Please.
I mean, I can understand why they're suspicious though, because they're in the middle of a war. So they might think she's German.
Yeah, espionage.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Spying.
Right.
Because a lot of spies would get really good at accents, like British
Yeah.
accents and
Yeah.
German accents, and then this shot and this music. It's very superhero-y.
It's like a slow motion version of the one from Dalek.
Yeah.
Good old Murray. Good old Murray and his
Dun, 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 dun,
good old
dun,
Murray and his computer.
Yeah.
He's just pushing the space bar. Don't think that's how it works.
It kind of is. Pretty accurate.
Meaning?
So many species, so little time.
What? That's what we do when we get out. That's our mission. Seek new life and
Dance.
So Captain Jack's
Captain Jack's
omnisexual.
omnisexual.
Yeah.
Because he's into different.
Different species, yeah.
Different.
Oof.
Oh, that's creepy. That's the same sound from the long game. That's a cool shot. That's that alarm sound is the same one
Yeah,
from the long
yeah.
game. That wow, wow.
Believe anything, future.
I don't really like this actress.
Huh?
I don't really like this actress.
Mm.
The Nancy's actress.
It's the accent, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not the
The entire human race is going to be torn down and rebuilt in the form of one great backyard, looking for its mother, and nothing in the world can stop it. I didn't know.
Bloody Adam. I mean Jack.
Jack.
He's basically Adam.
No, don't be stupid.
Not maybe not as annoying.
Jack is 100 times cooler than Adam. Adam's a little cuck.
Why call Rose? What's she gonna do? She just go like, oh shit.
I don't know, they had their little get together at the barbed wire, so they've bonded. She trusts Rose.
Get together at the barbed wire. Sounds like a bar or something. I'll meet you at the barbed
Did you
wire.
get all that exposition? Like, did you understand what was
Yeah,
going on
yeah.
there? Yeah. I think it's pretty cool.
It's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an airborne plague
Mm.
that's redesigning humans.
Yeah, because the nanogenes think that that kid is a human being.
Yeah.
It's all a software glitch.
Yeah. Whoa. The greatest supervillain ever created. My mommy. Thank God for Jack. Why was he riding the bomb? I'm quite confused about that.
I'll give you moves. Everybody lives, Rose. Just this once. Everybody lives.
Oh my God.
He's so
Jesus
stoked.
Christ.
He's so stoked.
My legs grown back. When I come to the hospital, I had one leg.
Is it war? Is it possible you miscounted?
Such a good gag.
Saying this to self-defense seems everybody's way.
Usually the first to nine.
He's so giddy about it.
Because he figured it all out himself.
Yeah.
He solved the puzzle.
Everybody lives. Everybody lives.
Who says I'm not with bicycle when you were 12? Everybody lives, Rose. Everybody lives.
He's like a Broadway actor right now. I'm on fire!
Affirmative.
Good way to go.
Figured martini.
He's like, well, if
Martini on
I'm
the way
gonna
out.
I'm gonna blow up, I might as well have one.
Rest in peace, Jack. You're a good man. Good taste in music, though. Does he become a companion?
They materialized on there without him knowing.
Yeah.
He just ran inside.
Close the door, will you? Your ship's about to blow up. It's going to be a trap.
Doctor. I thought Jack might like his hands.
I'm sure he would, Rose. I'm absolutely certain.
Cheeky doctor. The doctor dances.
Indeed he does. Bit of a weird ending to the episode, but it's
Yeah, because it was like fucking dark as.
very Hollywood
Yeah.
and a little bit awkward. Oh, g'day, mate.
So, what did you think of the Doctor dances?
I thought it was a good episode.
Mm.
Maybe not as great as I thought it would be. I thought it was cool, cool vibe to it, and I like how the tone of it went from dark horror-y thriller sort
Yeah.
of back to chippy upbeat
Yeah. Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. This I feel like this it's kind of hurted a little bit that you watch them separate.
Yeah,
I think most people watch the two parts in one and it feels better
yeah,
generally.
yeah.
Because I definitely felt like, because every time I've watched this before, I've watched them back to back.
Right.
And this time it was a little bit jarring.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think if you watch them back to back, it's actually better.
Yeah.
Because I think the script is written as a 90-minute script. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's not actually. It's not like.
It's not meant to be split in half.
Yeah, it's not like
Watch separately.
the Slovene two-parter, which felt more like it was split into two halves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to your room.
Yeah. What did you think of the Doctor in this episode?
It was good. I liked the way that he was still intrigued by what was going on, but then he was like confused, and then for a little bit he was just like, well, I don't get what's going on really. And then the whole screwdriver thing, he's like, it's Sonic, it's it's all Sonic'd up, it's all Sonic-y and stuff.
I think this is the most like childish we've seen the Doctor
Towards the end,
in the series so far. Like and then he was really happy as well.
Yeah, completely giddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that scene at the end where he says, I'm sure Jack would like a dance, but who with? He finally got the dance. What do you think of Rose?
Rose is good. She was kind of just like she obviously couldn't do much in her position.
Yeah.
No sonic device or invisible spaceship.
No.
So, yeah, she was.
But then again, like we said, she had a lot to do on Father's Day. So.
Yeah, but she was also the emotional connection for Nancy.
Yes, of course.
Which was
we noticed that actually.
Yeah, and that's important because then that connected Nancy to the Doctor as well and made her trust the Doctor to do.
Both the Doctor and Captain Jack were far too distant for her to understand.
Yeah, Rose brought it down to her.
Yeah, the human level.
The human level, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I think Rose is pretty solid.
Yeah.
What did you think of Jack Harkness?
At one point, I honestly thought he was the bad guy for some reason.
Well, in the first episode, they sort of alluded to it, but he wasn't really.
Yeah.
He was just trying to set them up and get some money off it, like
Yeah.
he was smuggling money. But he's not actually a bad guy.
No. It was unintentional.
Yeah. He didn't mean to hurt anyone. He just wanted to get some money.
Yeah.
Just wanted to scam them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still liked him.
Yeah. Do you like him as like sort of like an action hero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Captain Jack.
Yeah. Happy that he didn't die.
Yeah.
You happy that he's sort of on the team now?
Yeah.
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 You're not sure?
Not fussed.
Okay.
Not like Adam, where
Not
I
like
wanted
Adam,
him
yeah.
off
Yeah.
once he got on.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, the thing is, when I think about last week, because we saw the long game where Adam was just really strange
Yeah.
and just really unlikable,
Yeah.
and then we saw the Empty Child where Jack was just coming in all charming and everything,
Yeah.
and it felt like a completely different vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like very, very, very different character.
It's interesting because he obviously has all that experience in the future.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
knows
he's from the 51st century.
Yeah, and he knows all the technology, and he knows how to use it and act with it, and the rights and the wrongs of time travel. Whereas Adam doesn't. So I feel like Jack would be a good companion because he'd be actually useful.
Yeah, very
in one
useful.
way.
Yeah. What did you think of the child and the gas mask people?
Once that whole nanobot thing,
Nanogenes.
nanogene thing came around, it was cool. It was a cool I like that whole idea of the nanogenes just taking
Yeah.
it for what it is and just rebirthing it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna just skip ahead slightly because I was gonna wait to talk about the plot, but I think I need to say it now.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite explanations for a plot.
Yeah.
A lot of the time it can be a bit straightforward or just really confusing.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the Doctor Dances, this is one of the episodes where I feel like the way the plot all came together was just done so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love the idea of the nanogenes not knowing what's human.
Yeah.
And then they fix it with DNA. They fix it with actual science explanation,
Right.
as opposed to Kathika sits down and blows up the Jagrafess with her head spike. That was just normal, like a really easy plot. Whereas this was actually kind of smart. What did you think of Nancy? I know you didn't like her acting.
Yeah, I didn't like the acting, but I don't know what it was about her, but just not a very not character for me.
Yeah.
Trying to be, she was the whole idea of the character was the female heroine.
Yep.
Heroine?
I guess so.
I think that's the right word, not the drug. But it wasn't completely convincing. She was a bit too frail at some points.
Yeah.
And she wasn't as. She should have been a little more unsusceptible to the gas mask people, and be a bit. When she was in that room with that dude.
Yeah.
And was crying and fucking whinging and shit, and oh, you can't leave me with him. It was just I think it was the acting. It just didn't. It made that scene just felt really.
Was she too whiny for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wasn't convincing that she was actually scared. She was just oh, you don't want to leave me with it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. She seemed a bit she
Bit
was
of a negative Nancy.
There you go. Yeah, it was she was complaining. You know what I mean? As opposed to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to being actually scared.
Yeah.
She was just complaining.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got mixed feelings on Nancy. I think she's a very good character.
Good character. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I think I like her more in the first episode though.
Yeah.
I think she was better in The Empty Child. But then in the
Yep.
Doctor Dances, when it came time to do all the tying up scenes and then just the usual plot stuff, it wasn't that great.
When she was in charge of the kids, I liked
Yeah,
her
that was
then.
good. Yeah, but she was stealing all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's next? What did you? Oh, side characters. I don't know. There was the people that owned the house, and then there was the guy who turned into a gas mask person.
Yeah.
They just sort of functioned as part of the plot.
Yeah. Just progressing the plot.
Yeah, I think we got most of it off our chest in the last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, there was that one scene where the guy who owns the house, she caught him said she caught him fondling the butcher or something.
Yeah, there's a couple of childish jokes in this.
That's a Stephen Moffat thing.
Yeah.
I think I said last time.
And that triggers you sometimes.
He grinds my gears a bit.
Yeah.
Overall, I love the man. He's actually really entertaining in interviews.
Yeah.
And he's got some really good ideas, but just sometimes he just fucking grinds my gears with his humor, because he is a comedy writer, by roots. But oh my god, he can just be so childish sometimes.
Yeah.
He loves his sex jokes and stuff. Well, nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so plot overall, what do you think of the plot?
I felt like it was a good two-parter.
Yeah.
Good two-parter plot.
It feels complete, doesn't it? Yeah.
And it was a good explanation. The explanation made sense
Yeah.
as well. There wasn't
You know what? Something I
holes.
will say about The Empty Child, The Doctor Dances, I don't think there's very many flaws in the story. I
No.
feel like it's really well written.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like the sonic blaster and how it could just remove parts of walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the villain, if you would call it a villain, it's
Yeah.
not really a villain.
It's not a villain. It's more of a
Software glitch.
puzzle box software glitch. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a cool idea.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being a straight up
Yeah.
evil.
I can totally see why this this story is so popular, but I think the main reason why it's probably not number one for me, like it is for a lot of other people, is because I'm into more deeper stuff.
Like character deeper.
Well, like I love Father's Day because it's a character episode,
Yeah.
but then I also love there's other episodes that I like for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this is popular because it's suited to a general audience.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I do love this two-parter, but it's not like in my top 10
Yeah.
because I like more specific stuff. Yeah. A lot of my favorite episodes actually are generally quite minimalistic because they tend to focus on one thing.
Yeah.
Like that's what Father's Day did, really.
Yeah, it was a bit broad, for sure.
Yeah, but obviously, like that's not me criticizing it though, because I do really like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very, like you said, a very Hollywood plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The end was. I mean, it was wrapped up nicely, but it was just a bit too giddy and happy.
Yeah.
And like
it wasn't edgy enough for us.
No. But
yeah,
you know, after all, it is a family show.
Yeah.
So.
But like for sure, I can totally understand why this is like super popular.
Yeah.
It's understandable completely. Yeah. And also the iconic imagery, like some of the most iconic imagery in the show, like the gas masks and World War II and like all that shit. Yeah. Yeah. So that's all we want. Is that all we want to say about the plot?
I suppose so. I have nothing else to say.
All right. So we're gonna watch a YouTube clip now.
Okay.
So in this episode, Jack got to see inside the TARDIS for the first time, noticing that it was bigger on the inside. So the clip we're going to be watching is a companion and the Doctor talking to each other about how it can be bigger on the inside, and the Doctor tries to explain it to her in simple terms.
Right.
And it's entertaining from my perspective.
Okay.
It will not affect this.
Affect this? Oh, it's a yo-yo. It's a game I thought you were enjoying.
Enjoying it? You said I had to keep it going up and down. I thought it was part of the magic.
Magic?
Explain to me how this TARDIS is larger on the inside than the out.
Alright, I'll show you. It's because insides and outsides are not in the same dimension. Which box is larger?
That one.
Now which is larger?
That one.
But it looks smaller.
Well, that's because it's further away.
Exactly. If you would keep that exactly that distance away and have it here, the large one would fit inside the small one.
That's silly.
That's trans-dimensional engineering, a key Time Lord discovery.
Jesus.
Right. So what did you think of that clip?
I mean, theoretically it makes sense, but like, what?
Yeah. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But obviously she's like a savage, so she wouldn't fucking understand that.
All right. So, the inside of the TARDIS is somewhere else.
Yeah, it's a different dimension.
Right.
That's how it can fit inside.
And then the box is just like an interdimension linker.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that was... I don't think you've seen a clip with the Fourth Doctor yet. I think that was your first.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that dude before.
Yeah, he is undoubtedly the most popular one of them all.
Really?
Yeah, but the fans, the last time they did the poll in 2014, and I'm pretty sure the one before that in 2009, he was voted number one.
Oh.
He is so popular.
Even more than like David Tennant?
Yep.
And, wow.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, he was the Doctor for 7 years, so
Right.
which is the longest run.
Yep.
1974 to 1981.
Yep.
And yeah, he's amazing, Tom Baker. He's got a very distinct voice. Interdimensional engineering. Yeah, very iconic. But yeah, I like that clip. It's pretty funny. Like it's such a like it's really smart like in terms of science, but in terms of comedy, it's really fucking stupid. Like it's really funny. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the way it's explained.
Yeah.
It's like she's like that box is still bigger. But it's like, but it looks like this one's bigger. Yeah, I like that sort of thing. Right. So back to the Doctor Dances. This got the exact same praise as The Empty Child, universally loved.
Yep.
It's very hard to find anyone who doesn't like this
Yep.
two-parter. It's very popular.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people that didn't like Jack Harkness though. I think it's more just because he comes off as a bit
Bit arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe because he's American. Maybe, I don't know. Could be.
Maybe.
Doesn't I don't dislike him for being American. Actually, I like Captain Jack. But
Yeah, I like him.
but could rub some people the wrong way. It's been noted for having an exhilarating climax, and it was.
Yeah.
It was exhilarating.
Yeah. Exhilarating.
I reckon. Everybody lives.
Yeah.
Stephen Moffat wrote it, obviously.
Yep.
And the director was James Hawes.
James of many whores.
Yes. And music was Murray Gold again.
Yeah.
So, like, similar to the last episode, nothing from this was on the soundtrack that was released, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have a track this time,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Moonlight Serenade.
Oh.
Thought I might just throw that in there.
All right. Why not?
Here we go. Try and think about how it fits into that episode, I guess.
Okay. Sounds like something you would hear on Fallout 3.
Yeah.
I can imagine people being very drunk and listening to this.
Yeah.
Just being very, like, relaxed. But also, opiates back then were a big thing, and I feel like this would sound amazing on opiates.
Reckon this was only on Spotify back in the 40s?
Yep, would have had this pressed into my vinyl. Would have put this on my vinyl mixtape that I gave to my honey in East London. The brass is very nice. Yeah, you can tell like it's an old song just because of how shittily compressed it is, and like there's like no fucking audio data in it. It's just like yeah,
It sounds like it's breathing through its teeth.
yeah,
I think it fits in with the episode though.
yeah, for sure.
Gives it a bit of oomph.
Yeah, it's from the 40s, and then Jack's got that like that old style suave.
Yeah.
Suave
Even though he's
look.
from the 51st century,
Yeah.
he's got that 40s look to him.
Yeah.
Well, you can't really say much about it because it's not really a Doctor
No.
Who track, but
I mean, if we were dissecting music, I would dissect it for you, but
we're not really.
no, I'm not going to.
We'll dissect some more Murray Gold stuff when we get to it
Yep.
in other episodes. So now time for trivia.
Oh.
The working title was Captain Jax with an X.
Okay.
Fuck knows why. Jack was supposed to be a completely different character, more of an enemy, like you suspected.
Like he intentionally released the nano genes, maybe.
Not necessarily, just more arrogant.
Right.
More arrogant, more like mean.
More American.
Oh. Yeah. This is the first story in the history of the show where no one dies.
Oh. It's a very clean episode.
Very clean.
Yeah.
Very clean. Yes.
It's got a bit of horror to it, though.
Very horror. Yeah, very horror, but no one dies.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, if I'm wrong about this, correct me. But this is what I read on the internet. Pretty sure. And from what I remember, like from what episodes I've seen, I always remember someone dying.
Yeah.
The German bomb Jack was sitting on said Schleichter Wolf.
Bad wolf.
Bad wolf. There's your reference.
Mm.
So there you go.
Wait, so the bad wolf's German?
No, that's just the German translation.
Schlechter. Do you know that Schmetterlingflügel means butterfly wings in German?
That makes no sense. Okay. The word dancing is used as a metaphor for sex.
Well,
Which is obvious now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Would you have figured that out had I not told you?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
It was quite an obvious sexual innuendo.
Does this worry you at all that Stephen Moffat is so into that sort of thing?
A little bit. It's a little bit childish,
Yeah.
and like a little bit like
Because the thing is about Doctor Who is if you're gonna use sex as a storyline, you're not gonna make it adult,
no.
which could be a problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sex is only relatable for people who've had sex.
Yeah.
So
So it does come off as childish, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. I think the ultimate the best way to use sex in a family show or movie or whatever is the way that Pixar does it. Like where they allude to it but a bit, but it's not as in your face.
yeah.
Like if you remember The Incredibles, like there's that whole storyline of Elastigirl thinks that Mr. Incredible's cheating on her
Yeah.
by going to but he's actually just like wants
Yeah.
to be a superhero.
Well, yeah. In Pixar movies, it's very hush hush.
Yeah.
But in this, it's like it's not hush.
Stephen
hush.
Moffat's like
It's not hush hush. It's just hidden behind a metaphor.
Yeah.
Which I mean, if you have half a brain, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But obviously, you would need to know what you're looking for to figure it out.
Yep. Originally Jamie was this is the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Originally Jamie was supposed to have a German father that would present an alternative motive for Nancy.
Right. Okay.
Could have made things interesting, but I think it might have made things a little bit complex.
Yeah, it would have added too much more time to the story.
That's something that I wish Stephen Moffat had kept up, is not going too complex. Spoilers. But he controlled himself for this one. Didn't add in all the extra
Well,
bits.
this is his debut, isn't it?
Yep. This is fucking tame for him, like in terms of plot.
Yeah.
It's so like easygoing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see. The scene where Nancy warns the orphans is a filler scene.
Oh yeah.
You know where she's sitting down
Yeah,
talking, and then
yeah.
it says "I am my mummy" on the piece of paper.
Yeah.
So that was like an end of the world when Rose was talking to that blue lady.
Yeah.
It's that kind of scene.
Yeah, I guess you could drop that without really
Yeah.
needing.
You know. Now that I think about it, we were talking before about how World War 3 was like Act 3 and Aliens London was Act 1 and 2.
Yeah.
This almost did that as well. The Doctor Dances was almost.
It was like it cut. Well, the episode cut.
Yeah.
Between 1 and 2, it cut literally on the climax.
Yeah, it was like near the end of Act 2, but not.
Yeah.
It wasn't as extreme as.
I think it was pretty much solidly in the middle of Act 2 where it cut off.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Then, well, maybe a little bit before.
It was a little bit before the end of Act 2, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't as extreme as the Slitheen two-parter, but it was the same sort of feeling.
Because that whole hospital scene where they're running
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
that was still quite climactic.
Yeah, true. Several of Jamie's abilities go unexplained, like how he can close the door by pointing at it.
Yeah.
That's just
I mean,
it's just cool shit. They just put in some cool stuff.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the last entity that the nanogenes worked on. Never mind. I don't know.
I don't know. It's unexplained. They just did it because it looks cool.
Yeah.
But you could point that out if you look for flaws.
Yeah.
Russell T Davies says he named Jack after Agatha Harkness from the Fantastic Four comics.
Who's Agatha Harkness?
From Fantastic Four. I don't fucking
know
know.
who that is.
I don't know who it is either.
Sweet.
But it's just a bit of trivia.
Mm.
But yeah,
But
so Russell T Davies came up with the Captain Jack Harkness character.
Yeah.
But he was introduced in The Empty Child.
Right.
This episode got 7.9 million viewers.
So a little bit down from last episode.
It was a holiday weekend though, so it's actually quite high.
Oh.
Considering.
Right, people will be away and shit.
Yeah, but it still got good views for a holiday weekend,
Yeah.
which is impressive.
Mhm.
I think it's because the first episode was
It's quite impressive.
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people loved it. So they watched the second half.
Especially that ending definitely would have left you.
Yeah, the
wanting next
cliffhanger.
one. Yeah.
Cliffhanger, yeah. Right, so give your conclusion and a rating out of 10.
My conclusion is that, for a two-parter, I enjoyed this more than Aliens of London and World War Three.
Yeah, it's mainly because you were a little bit disappointed by World War Three, right?
Yeah, and I was quite fresh to Aliens of London and World War Three, and I was not expecting it to be a two-parter.
Yeah.
But then this one, I kind of had a hunch that it was going to be a two-parter because the story was taking too long to wrap itself up.
Yeah.
So in saying that, going in prepared with it being a two-parter, I was kind of not. I wasn't setting myself up to really, really enjoy the next episode. I was like, I might not enjoy the next episode because of it.
Because of last time.
Yeah, because it might just be literally just an Act 3. But I was proven wrong, and I really did enjoy this episode, mainly because of the tension at the start, and then the release at the end.
Yes.
Was very satisfying.
Yes, definitely.
And like, it felt nice watching it all unravel itself at the end.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you're untying your shoes and you finally get that one really tight little bit and you pull it out and it all just unravels itself.
Yep.
It felt like that. And then at the end when the doctor's just like and explained everything, you're like, oh, it all makes sense now. And then but I didn't really like the very ending, how fucking, I don't know, cliche it was.
It was pretty cheesy.
It was too cheesy for me. Too much cheese. I'm allergic to milk too much. But in saying that, I would still give this a 9 out of 10.
That's 0.5 more than last week.
A little bit above last week because I ended up really liking the plot. And
that's what I said last week. As I said, that the second part might change your opinion of the story as a whole.
Because the first part was very ominous and it didn't really explain too much.
Yeah. And
you were left wondering a lot of things. But this one, I felt like it really nicely wrapped everything up. And that's why I give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's the trouble with two-parters. Sometimes you sort of have to watch both parts and then watch it again. Yeah. Because just the nature of how it works. Yeah. Especially considering you had a week between them as well.
Yeah. But I'll still stay on 8.5 for the last episode.
Yep. So I mean, you've pretty much explained it all. Like, this is one of my favorite conclusions to a plot. Yep. In this show, just like the way it wraps up nicely. It's all. It doesn't not make sense. Yep. A lot of conclusions can be really bullshit and just like piss me off. Yep. But this one was really nice, like really nicely done. I mean, this story, I think it does deserve like the credit it gets. It's not, I don't favorite it as much as other people do, but it does deserve a lot of credit. It's very good, very, very well written. One of Moffat's better ones. So I think I like the atmosphere and the actual just the intensity of the first episode more, but then again, I do really like the plot of the second episode. Yeah. So it's like, it's strange because I think when I think about the Doctor, like the Empty Child, it's got all the iconic scenes I remember, like the Are You My Mummy at the door, and then like the Big Ben on top of the ship and stuff. It's all sorts of things. But then the Doctor dances, I sort of think, oh, it's that one where they're running around. Yeah. But then again, I think about the way that the plot concludes and like it wraps itself up, and I think about all the all those really classic lines from the Doctor about like dancing and how it all wraps up at the end, and how he's just it's a great moment for the Doctor, just seeing everyone lived. Yeah. So I'm gonna give them equal scores. So I'm gonna give the Doctor Dances a 9.5, same as last week. It's just really solid. Yep. I like it a lot. So this one's from Joanne Wilkinson. She says, "Hello, Joanne. Your in-depth discussions are so good. I love all the extra references and behind-the-scenes info you are bringing in. So much more than just a great reaction channel. It must take you so long to put together, and it's much appreciated. Thanks, so Jordan. Excited to continue on this journey with you all." Thank you. It's very true. This takes us a long time to put together. Yep. Like when you gotta you know, set up these mics and the cameras, and then like
Yeah.
you guys, I should probably like tell you that we actually don't own any of this stuff. This is
No.
all borrowed. So
Yeah.
like we're even lucky that this even happens.
I think some person commented saying that was it your living room or something.
This is
but
not our living room.
This is my workplace actually. I work here as an editor, and we just on the weekend we record these. I think they take approximately about 2 hours each, 2.5 hours.
It depends. It's about 2 to 3 hours per episode to film,
record, yeah.
and then it takes me an entire day to edit one.
Yeah. So it's a lot of behind the scenes effort, but
Yeah.
um
But
it's
knowing
worth it.
knowing how much you guys like it,
Yeah.
and how fun it is to do, it's definitely worth it.
And there's still technical difficulties that we're trying to iron out.
Yeah.
Just like the TV turning off just then. But
Yeah.
like it's just stuff that we've never dealt with before, so it's
Yeah.
all a learning experience.
Yeah, but it's good to hear that you're supporting us, because this is a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hard work doing
It's
this.
nice.
So it's good. It's good to feel like that we're actually doing something worth it. Because I feel like if you guys hadn't actually told us how much you liked it, we may have given up by now.
Yeah.
Because it's so much
The
effort.
reaction on that first episode, the reaction to Rose,
Yeah.
that was, I think that was when we were like, damn, I think we've hit
Yeah.
a little niche of YouTube.
Yeah, and then when we got to the Dalek video, it blew up.
Yeah.
It went on fire. Like
Yeah.
that was amazing. So yeah, like it's great. It's great stuff. Awesome. So,
As we say in New Zealand, sure.
sure. So would you agree that this is the benchmark for two-parters going forward?
I guess so. I got nothing else to compare it to.
Because
I would say it's better than the other two-parter I've watched. So yeah,
I guess you've only seen 2 of them.
Yeah.
But
It is the superior two-parter as of right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the popular opinion is that this is the best one.
Ever.
No, just of the new series.
Ah.
People say this is the best two-parter of the new series.
Mhm.
So,
Well, I'll be the fucking judge of that.
yeah. Well, there you go. What would you like to see next time?
Well, we've done character development. We've done extraterrestrial type places.
And we've done the spooky one.
We've done spooky.
Yeah. We've done Charles Dickens running around.
Done Charles Dickens. Done history. I don't know what I want next. Maybe. I don't know. I want some good music.
Good music.
Yeah, I want some cool music. I want Murray Gold to come out strong like he did in
Father's Day and Dalek.
In Father's Day, Dalek, and Aliens of London.
Yeah. And I would say Rose too, but I don't think you really remember that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Sort of. I remember commenting on it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is about Rose is it's more about the characters, so you don't really notice the music.
Yeah.
But definitely, for me, Father's Day had great music.
Oh, yeah.
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 Well, I guess you'll have to wait and find out. So next time, we're going to be watching Boomtown.
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 Ooh.
Any idea what that might be?
Not a fucking clue.
Boomtown.
All right. All right, well, we'll see you next week.
Here we go.